Alright dudes, welcome back with me with another YouTube video. Okay, so today I'll talking about Cavendish of the White Horse in One Piece. So, make sure to stay tuned for that. If you do enjoy seeing this anime reviews and want to keep them coming, the best thing you can do is smash that like button, and if you haven't, be sure to subscribe, and this is crucial, hit that notification bell or you will miss future anime videos. 26 years ago on August 31st Cavendish is born. Cavendish was born as the prince of the bourgeois kingdom. He had farule since he was a child, and even at a young age women were fawning over him. As he grew up, his popularity grew to the point that the women of the kingdom all refused to get married to anyone else. Cavendish was run out of the kingdom for being too popular, and was forced to live with just 74 underlings. 3 years ago Cavendish appears in the New World as a powerful new super rookie. However, following the events 2 years ago, he has since been overshadowed by the rookies of the worst generation. This has caused him to be extremely resentful towards the supernovas, and he has vowed to kill them all. Cavendish has 3 nicknames. The first is the Pirate Prince. This nickname must have been given because he was a pirate who was once a prince. The second is Hakuba or White Horse. This nickname is given to Cavendish, whose personality has changed. The last nickname is Kamaitachi or Sickle Weasel. This is because in the form of Hakuba, Cavendish will cut everyone without exception. Another interesting thing from Cavendish is Hakuba's face, which resembles the mask that are usually used in theater or drama. As a pirate who has sailed in New World, Cavendish has a fairly high bounty price. With terrible ability of his other personalities, Hakuba, Cavendish has a bounty price of 330 million belly. That price is suitable for brave person like him to hunt for supernova. Oda revealed through the Vivra Card Databook Volume 10 that he had indeed prepared Cavendish's history as a prince from the beginning and his story with 2 personalities, but Oda had a little trouble determining a suitable name and face for Cavendish. But did you know that Cavendish's initial design was actually meant to make him Ace's rival, Luffy's adopted brother? According to sources, Cavendish's card in Vivra Card Databook Volume 10 also provides information that Cavendish's original design was actually intended to make Cavendish a rival to Porcas d Ace, Luffy's adoptive older brother. Oda may have intended to make Cavendish's initial design as Ace's rival because they have the potential to appear in the same generation, only 3 years apart from Luffy's debut as a pirate. Unfortunately, Oda then abandoned the idea for some reason and decided to make Cavendish's debut as a pirate 1 year apart from Luffy, about 1 year to be precise before 11 supernova gathered at the Shabadi archipelago. This may be meant to make Cavendish's grudge against Luffy's generation and the other 11 supernovas more sense. Cavendish is said to have a grudge against the worst generation because news about them always appears in the newspapers, beating Cavendish's popularity in any way. If, for example, he was brought up 3 years ago as Ace's rival according to Cavendish's initial design, maybe it would take too long and his grudge against worst generation would seem a little strange. Even though the idea of making Cavendish's initial design as Ace's rival sounds interesting, it seems that Cavendish's character like this alone is enough to attract the interest of One Piece fans. Cavendish became the second person to be expelled from noble status after Wapol. Cavendish was born as a nobleman in the kingdom of Bourgeois. Since childhood, many women have had a crush on him. Cavendish's popularity continued to increase. He became a person who was crazy about popularity, even refusing to get married. Because of that unreasonable popularity, Cavendish was expelled from his kingdom. Cavendish owns a white stallion called Farule and possesses excellent horsemanship skills, being able to skillfully ride Farule up the highly complex terrain of the New King Plateau while carrying Law, Luffy and Kairos. He is also a very charismatic person who is able to sway the crowd in his favor. The fact that he has a 330 million berries indicates that he is quite powerful despite not having eaten a devil fruit. He possesses a fair amount of superhuman power, as he was seen able to hold Chinjiao's massive build in the air, after Chinjiao stopped his Baiken, Blue Bird, with his headbutt. The force he applies in his swordsmanship is powerful enough to create a compressed air slash that can slash through large amounts of stone, as shown he cut through part of New King Plateau to create a path. Cavendish has a sword named Durandal, which includes one of Mado or the legendary sword. The name of this sword is the same as used by Roland the hero in the legendary story of France. Cavendish has an extremely high level of skill in swordsmanship, acknowledged by Vice Admiral Bastille as the prodigious genius of the sword. Cavendish can create extremely powerful compressed air slashes that can cleanly slice large amount of stone and also swiftly decapitate a giant metal doll. He also has a split personality called Hakuba. This new personality will appear when Cavendish is asleep. When transformed into Hakuba, his strength and speed increase dramatically and he will attack anyone who is near him. An even greater example of Hakuba's speed is that he instantly defeated Dellinger, an executive of the Don Quixote pirates, without even being seen, who himself is renowned for defeating opponents with his speed. Cavendish has been shown to be able to suppress Hakuba to a degree where he can access his extremely incredible speed without losing control, but only for a very short duration, and he will still fall asleep afterwards. Cavendish possesses the ability to use armament and observation Haki.